This is the interior of Emeryville Station, the San Francisco end of the transcontinental line.
This is the viewing car. This is open for each and every one to utilize as we go up the beautiful Sierra Nevada mountains and down the mountain into Reno. We're going to ask kindly no luggage and no backpacks brought into this car. And on the lower level of the viewing car, ladies and gentlemen, you'll find the cafe car. Cafe car is open and serving. Please use caution going up and down our stairs. There will be an announcement of the dining car later on this morning. So at this time, your Chicago onboard service crew would like to say thanks for riding Amtrak and welcome aboard the California Zephyr, train number 6.
This is probably the last we'll see of the sea. It's the north end of San Francisco Bay. This rather extraordinary vehicle is the observation car. There's San Francisco Bay, the north side of it. Get quite a good view and even upwards. Sacramento, California. arriving at Sacramento Station.
Station stop. Sacramento.
Now getting up.
The sleepers will be over there in just a minute. I'm in the lounge car. Behind us are the coach cars. That's the sequence sleepers. Lounge car and coach car. I-80 below us.
Going through the Sierras.
Pretty soon now, those tracks to the left, they'll be disappearing into the tunnel. The view is to the right, but it's a little misty out there. Here's how to find the American River. Look out to the right, and then we'll see a dirt road. That's not it. But when you see the paved highway, immediately to the right of the paved highway, that'll be the American River. 1,800 feet below us. To the right of the train, coming up before.
We're now right up in the Sierras. I wish you were with us, Prue. This is higher than I've ever been before. It's snowier than I've ever been before, and it's further from home than I've ever been before.
Yeah. Got a lot of it.
Coming up soon, great. Our first viewpoint, first opportunity is to the right of the train.
Oh my gosh. Are we there yet?
Right there. Your second and last opportunity is
There.
Oh my goodness.
right there. Now, if you did not see the American River, there's another train tomorrow. That's the last.
Saw the American River.
Lots of fog and fairly thick snow.
You didn't see it. Yeah, you didn't. No, you didn't. Nobody saw the American River. Oh, yeah.
This is near the Donna Pass, the highest point on the railroad, and I'm actually having lunch. I don't know whether you can see this here. Build your own burger.
That's like 11 days.
And this is the luncheon car.
That's what they say. I've been, beating on them for 3 weeks.
We've just stopped for a moment. Currently having a cup of coffee. My gosh, it's snowing heavily outside. You can see the snow drifting. Observation car after lunch.
Most of the money we need track that several members
Great idea.
In the vicinity of Donna Pass, there's a massive frozen lake down there.
Oh, the campground closed down. Oops. Wait, I want to wait. I want to wait. Hey, how are you? Happy New Year.
Say hello to Australia.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Anyway, back to my story in case they were recording. Oh God, I'm going to be arrested for fraud. For the winter. I don't know. Oh, there is. If you have the highway, the stores,
We're coming into Truckee. This is where Charlie Chaplin shot The Gold Rush in 1925.
He did what?
He shot a film called The Gold Rush in 1925 here. It was supposed to be set in the Yukon, but most of it was shot here. I can see why he set it here, actually. My goodness.
We were coming out by vehicle, coming across I-40, and I told my wife, I said, can you imagine covering, we went through the Mojave Desert.
Yeah.
I said, can you imagine doing that? Or oxen-pulled wagon.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no water, there was nothing.
Well, you know what happened to the Donner Party?
Yes.
The river that runs through Truckee. It's amazing how much snow there is on the roofs here. It must add to the weight of these places considerably. We're up about 5,000 feet, I think. Maybe 4.5. Well into the Sierras. Prue, tell Harold that I have now seen the site of your father's first film.
We should be seeing the Jordan spreaders, orange cars with huge metals of, huge rings of metal that scoot at
The outskirts of Truckee. Have a look at this, Prue. Somebody's got CB radio there.
Oh, there's a flanger over there. Take a look at that yellow thing. It looks like a caboose. There's a blade underneath.
Oh, there.
That's used for snowy global equipment, the yellow thing. Continental locomotives. Looks like he's getting serious. Get ready. And the two horns things, Jordan spreaders.
Anyway, that's Truckee.
That was too good.
I think our two standard gauges are 4'8" and 5'3".
I think, if I remember back, measuring track width for the
Hoodoo pillars
So I have a petition I'd like you all to sign.
on the eastern side of Truckee.
The Truckee River Canyon. Bruce Canyon. One of my conductor who told me about voodoo pillars. Did you know
There was a fire that went through here in 2001. You can see some dead trees. And while this is going on, Prue, you're lounging around by the pool. Hard to believe. Valley of the Truckee River. Notice the river is snow melt and it's kind of greyish green. Not what I'm used to.
Yeah, I'd probably feel like it's scary. I think going down to a scary part of the whole thing. Yeah, you know more. That's something more dangerous. Yeah, you know what's released is what? Sweat. The other is
have a look at the height of these mountains, Prue. We're coming into Reno, Nevada, just over the border from California. Above us, at times, you'll be able to see a flume, a water conduit, and most of it is frozen, so you can imagine it's very cold here. Ooh. Have a look up there at those mountains. About to stop at Reno, Nevada, where they used to go for quickie divorces. Here you are, Prue. This is Reno, Nevada. With some very high mountains up behind. It's fairly stark this time of the year. We're just getting into open grassland on the far side of the Rockies. Sorry, I should say the far side of the Sierra Nevada. Notice how these are trailers, I think. Yeah. And as you can see, it's fairly desolate up on those hills there. There's one very high mountain at the back. Reno, Nevada. I don't think we're into the main part of the town yet. We'll be stopping for a break of a few minutes apparently when we get there. So this is where the desert starts, Prue. Truckee River. It's got a bit of a current on it here. Anyway, I'll shoot some more when we get to the Reno train station. Reno station is in a trench, and unfortunately all you can see of Reno looking up from the trench are these tops of buildings.
But let's see if we're running early. If we're running early, we have to wait on schedule.
And here's Reno station. Not very interesting, I'm afraid. Reno, just come out of the channel, the trench, I suppose you'd call it. And you can see the mountains covered with snow, desert mountains all round. This is obviously the industrial part. Now further into Nevada past Reno, we're basically into desert country, only light sprinklings of snow here. I don't think there's enough water around, water vapour to even snow. But the river in front of us, the Truckee River, is produced by snowmelt further up in the Sierra Nevadas, I should say. So this is getting into the centre part of Nevada, and it's around about 5 p.m. on Thursday.